You see, we all been taught this hood way like it's the way we supposed to live. Like we supposed to ignore the rich way and skip to the hood way. Well, fuck the hood way, I want the rich way. The hood way or the rich way. You want the hood way or the rich way. You want the hood way or the rich way. Hood way or the rich way. The hood way noodles, that's cool and all. Rich way got the steaks, I want the steaks and all. Hood way or the rich way. Hood way driving buckets.
The show about to start. Get your water ready. Tighten up.
Easy to pick. I want the rich. Fuck the hood way. I want the rich. I want the live.
It's your boy Prezi, Presidential Talent Group is the label. Here we are with another episode of Bar Talks from the Crib, episode 74. I appreciate God for waking me up, allowing me to see another day, and I appreciate Him for waking you up, allowing you to be here. Episode 74 means we're 74 days in, 74 different subjects, 74 days going strong. Day one was my day one. Day one was supposed to be your day one. So it should be your day 74 too. And as we always say, if today's your day one, let it be your day one. Get your water out and your notepad out. This one is a good one right here. Take a break from the metaverse and dive into the universe. In a world where screens pull attention and feed shape our perception, stepping back from the online noise can be a powerful move for life, business, and success. By grounding ourselves in real experiences, we gain clarity, creativity, and resilience. These 10 principles invite you to pause, reflect, and reconnect what truly matters so you can lead with intention, make better decisions, and cultivate a lasting momentum. Write these down. 1, presence over projections. What's that to say? Choosing to be fully present with people, tasks, and moments rather than living through curated feeds or flashy highlights. Why does that matter? Presence builds trust, deepens relationships, and improves decision making. It also reveals truths about yourself that online personas often mask. Online is one person. In person is a whole nother person. Make yourself available to reality. Let's step outside of all that Facebook, Instagram, and all this stuff, because your favorite model, your favorite person, your favorite whatever is different in person. It's even if they try not to be, it's a whole different person. How do you apply that? Schedule device feed blocks. Practice active listening and notice when you reach for distraction. Then pause, breath, and re-engage. All right, write this down. 2, clarity before action. What is that? Clarifying your goals, values, and priorities before launching initiatives or campaigns. So that means basically clarify your goals, values, and priorities before you're doing all the nonsense. Like if you online or you promoting your business, if you all doing this, it's doing something to help you. So make sure that everything is aligned. We could be online, have a little fun. We could be on social media. We could be on the internet doing all this. But when is you coming back into reality, making sure that reality is taken care of? Why does that matter? Clarity reduces wasted effort, aligns teams, and accelerates progress towards meaningful outcomes. How do you apply that? Write a 1-page personal and business mission. Identify your top 3 priorities for the next quarter. Rinse and repeat with feedback loops. Okay. 3, quality over quantity. What that is favoring fewer or higher impact action. Favoring fewer, higher impact actions and relationships over endless busy work and buzz. So you want to be really, really busy and buzzy and doing all that, or you want to be selective and few and make sure that you're busy in the right areas. Because just because you are busy and buzzing ain't always good. Make yourself valuable. Make it hard to even reach you. Why does that matter? Quality compounds into trust, better outcomes, and sustainable growth. Quantity often dilutes impact. You apply that by auditing your commitments. Drop low leverage tasks and invest in deep work blocks and measurable outcomes. If it ain't giving you an outcome, you don't put no income. It's real simple. 4, real world feedback loops. What that is seeking tangible offline feedback from customers, colleagues, and mentors rather than relying solely on online metrics. You got your online people and you got reality. Most of the time online, when they giving you feedback, it ain't real. It's just to get a laugh, just to get a thumbs up, just to get something. In person, with that customer, in person, with that person you care about, in person, getting to know somebody is way different from that online. Step out of the metaverse and into the universe. Why does that matter? Real world data reveals blind spots, validates assumptions, and guides more resilient strategies. How do you apply that? Is you schedule quarterly in-person voice-based feedback sessions, ask specific questions, and act on insights. 5, self-reflect as a skill. What that is regular, honest contemplation about your choices, results, and growth. Which the key right there is regularly and honestly. Be honest with yourself, okay, about your choices, and make sure that with your choices that you're making results in you growing something. Because a lot of us are making choices, and you ain't really getting nothing back from that feedback. Why that matters is reflection speeds learning, increases self-awareness, and reduces repeated mistakes. You don't want to keep making the same mistakes over and over again. You apply that by keeping a simple journal with prompts. Keep a simple journal with prompts and write down what worked and what didn't work, and set aside a weekly reflection habit. That means every week you're reflecting on yourself, reflecting on your friends, reflecting on your well-being, and asking yourself like, hey man, step outside this metaverse and into the real universe of myself and my soul and see, am I good? What's really going on? Somebody, like, you can see people really there for you if you just took a minute to step aside and actually look. 6, boundaries as a competitive edge. Boundaries as a competitive edge. What it is the clear limits on time, energy, and attention to protect focus and well-being. Why that matters. Boundaries prevent burnout, improve decision quality, and signal priorities to others. You always want to prevent burnout. You don't want to be overworking yourself online too much, doing all this, and now your decision is all fogged. Then you wonder why you start getting off alignment because you ain't making the right decisions because you burnt out. How you want to apply that is establish a no screen, define responsible times, and communicate boundaries to teammates and clients. When you say you ain't on your phone, you off your phone unless it's an emergency. When you say you ain't online for the rest of the day, or for the rest of the week, for the rest of the month, then you ain't doing that unless it's an emergency, unless you're promoting your business, unless you're doing something that makes sense. You got to be true to your goals, okay? 7, purpose-led experimentation. That means you experiment with purpose. Why that? And what that is trying new ideas in the real world with intentional learning, not merely chasing the last trend. You're not just wearing skinny jeans because you heard somebody doing it. You're not just doing this because it was a trend on TikTok. If you experiment with the algorithm, you experiment with this and that and this, try with your business to see if this works because you've seen that. You're not just out here trying mukbangs for the hell of it. Okay? Why that matters is real world experiments build resilience, uncover true value, and create differentiated leadership. How do you apply that? Is run small, safe bets outside the metaverse, measure outcomes, and scale only those with proven impact. Okay. 8, mastery through consistency. You can master anything through consistency. You're bad at drawing, draw for 74 episodes. And let's compare the first drawing to the 74th day. Okay. Why mastery through consistency? What that is building skill and capability via steady, deliberate practice over time. You couldn't run a mile. First, you could run a half a mile. Then you could almost run a mile. Then you ran two miles. Consistency is key. You apply that by setting a lightweight daily practice and track practice and celebrate small wins to maintain momentum. Our favorite thing to say is celebrate small wins. You were Kobe. You were LeBron. You were this. You were that. You gotta celebrate small wins and remind yourself of who you are. Okay. 9, empathy-driven leadership. What that is leading with understanding, listening, and care for others' realities and pressures. Why that matters is empathetic leadership fosters loyalty, collaboration, and more effective problem solving. How do you apply? Is prioritizing listening in meetings, validate diverse perspectives, and align goals with the well-being of your team and stakeholders. 10, principle is reality as a compass. What it is using the tangible world, customers, markets, relationships, and personal health as a guidance force for decisions. Okay. So you're using your customers, your markets, your relationships, you're using everything around you as guidance to make sure that you go through your journey making the right decisions. You're not just doing this blindly. You're going by what he didn't learn, going by their mistakes, and you're doing your own research, making your own mistakes, but trying to get around those mistakes by learning from other people's. You want to apply that by regularly compare online narratives with offline evidence, test assumptions in real settings, and let real outcomes inform strategy. So online it's saying this, but you want to go try it in real life to make sure that what you see online is real. Okay. Take a break from the metaverse and dive into the universe, man. Sometimes you just be so far lost and you so far gone from reality. Okay. Come back to reality. Okay. Taking a break from the metaverse isn't a retreat from ambition. It's a strategic reset that helps you see more clearly, act more precisely, and lead more humanely. By grounding yourself in reality, you empower life, business, and success to grow from a solid foundation. So turn off the scroll for a while, step into the universe around you, and let self-reflection, presence, and purpose guide your next move. Your future self will thank you. Okay, so let's get out this metaverse. Let's get back to reality. Take a double shot of water. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of your headache and just, it's more than just the internet. It's just reality. Stop looking at other people's lives and letting that get to you because you wish that was you. If you knew what that person went through, if you knew how fake that was, if you knew that they don't really even got what they pretending to have, you wouldn't want to be them. Episode 74. If you don't learn nothing, I need you to learn. Take a break from the metaverse and dive into the universe. It's your boy Prezi, bar talk from the crib, and I appreciate y'all for tuning in. See you tomorrow.